Hey, honey bun. We're starting off with some vibes. This is Anderson Park. He also was on Tiny Desk that I was telling you guys about last time. So if you are watching this after, skip to maybe the 3-minute mark. But we're going to jam out for a little bit while I give you guys a chance to enter. And I get some lip chap. I think it feels like it's falling. Girl, my lips is dry. What's the name of this one? I think this one's called No Worries. By Anderson Park. Hello. Say hey. I don't even know who's here with me. Hey. I'm giving everybody a chance to get in, so we vibing out a little bit. Who told your mom you'd have my babies? I won't be long, I won't be brief. I love good music, y'all. My dad actually is a DJ. And I don't know, I just always been around like good tunes, you know. Say. Eye contact, just like this. Bring your arms back, just like this. Take the whole thing. Hello, guys. Welcome. Come on, Wednesday, hump day. I'm gonna get lit. Everything you do, you gotta get hip to him. He dope. Y'all really gotta listen to Tiny Desk. They be having a bunch of like amazing artists. And if you're on SoundCloud, sometimes they suggest like really good stuff. Yes, y'all, definitely thumbs up. Okay, hi guys. I'm the Courtney Williams. Welcome to our live session this week. And I don't know if you guys checked the community, but I actually put a poll in to see if we should talk about all things natural hair, or we should talk about like one of my worst Tinder dates in Southeast Asia. And you guys said y'all wanted to hear about natural hair, so that's what we're talking about today. So if you have any questions, feel free at any point to just drop them in the comments. As we move forward, I'm gonna answer them and we're gonna go, you know, how we do. But I really wanted to give you guys just basically everything that I know about natural hair, because I feel like I get this so much. Like people just be wanting to know, like, you know, are there products? Are there salons? Like, you know, how do we keep it cute while we're traveling through Southeast Asia? And I feel like the shortest way that I could sum this up is kind of like, be prepared to go back to the basics, but also bring like the things that are your favorites. You know, like shea butter, you're not going to be able to get pretty much anywhere. I think it's one shop that may sell it sometimes in Bangkok, but every time I have had shea butter, it was always somebody bringing it to me. So it's like little things like that, like you definitely want to bring, but I wouldn't say bring like your shampoo and your conditioner. Like that's definitely just kind of like weighing down your luggage, you know, for no reason, unless it's like a specific one that you just feel like you can't live without. I normally am not like big on like bringing shampoos and conditioners because they're pretty much everywhere. If you read the ingredients, you know, even if you have to use Google Translate, you can, you know, find products that are suitable, that don't have like damaging ingredients for your hair. Mrs. says, what's your strategy? My girlfriend says box sprays are the best way to go because it's the easiest to maintain. I do say you definitely should have some type of protective style. I think it really comes down to like how long are you staying, you know? Like for me, I always go to a new country with a protective style like I am currently in, and it actually is kind of old, but I feel like I'm gonna wear like one more month before I switch it out. But I always go with the protective style to put in at different points, because I feel like sometimes you go to new places and there may be a salon, but if you've never been there before and you can't really, you know, plan it out or map it out beforehand, you really kind of got to have a backup plan. So for me, I believe in like 911 styles. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have a protective style. If I feel like rocking my hair when I take this down, I will, you know, maybe I'll like give it a few weeks to breathe and take care of it, trim my ends and stuff like that. But in between, I will throw a wig on. I have like literally, when I tell y'all, I have like 3 different little drawstrap ponytails with me, a wig, I have a head wrap, you know, like I have little different ways to quickly put my hair in different type of styles, you know, so I can still be cute and it don't matter if it's a stylist there or not. And it kind of gets me in between because, like I said, it's places like Bangkok and Malaysia where I would say are the main places where you can find product, you can find hair, you can find a quality braider, like, you know, something that you would be expecting if you were in America, maybe without the same price. Like it might be a little bit cheaper, but not by much, you know. But places like Vietnam as well, they have a few braiders there, but I wouldn't say, it's a few that I would say braid good. They braid a good quality for what you're getting, but still, if you really want, you know, you want it to be like it, you gotta go to like Bangkok or Malaysia. That's where the best girls are, I feel like. So yeah, it's definitely possible. It's possible to keep it cute. Now when it comes to product, it's a few things that I would say to bring with you. Like you definitely want to bring shea butter. I normally also bring black castor oil with me because I haven't really been able to find it here. And it's something that I really like for my texture of hair. Like I really feel like it helps my hair grow, you know? So I normally bring that. And I feel like that's really it. Normally my shampoo, my conditioner, I get wherever I'm at. I've also been able to find like leave-in conditioners. Sometimes I was able to get like a spray leave-in conditioner, which was like an olive oil one that I found in Bangkok. And I found it also in parts of Vietnam, which I really loved. It's on my Insta stories. If you go through like my product old stories, if you're interested in like some of the products I used while I was in Asia. And Mr. says, I'm wondering if anyone has figured out a short list of styles you can do on yourself. I don't know, but maybe I should do one because I'm not gonna say that I'm the best stylist, you know, like I know how to make myself look good, and I have worked in salons before, you know, as like a braider and a shampoo tech. So I feel like I have a little bit of understanding of like how to make some stuff cute and keep it simple, you know, because a lot of times you don't want to travel with as many products as you would when you are in America. Y'all know, y'all seen those like videos or those pictures of like black girls countertops with all the products and stuff. And it's like, you don't really have to travel with all of that. You can just travel with a few things, you know, figure out what shampoo, conditioner you're going to use when you get there. And then also be willing to use like natural things. Like I definitely sometimes make like natural hair masks because some things, like some basic ingredients, all countries have, like aloe vera, lemon, olive oil, or different types of oils, different little masks that you can make for a quick treatment on your hair. Like, don't be, you know, nervous to take it back to the basics. Hello. Hey. welcome. Definitely feel free to ask any questions that you have about natural hair traveling with your hair. I also recommend bringing a crochet needle if you guys kind of are able to do your hair a little bit. Like, I always travel with a crochet needle because you're able to find hair in certain places. It's just sometimes hair is a little bit more expensive. Like, where you would be able to buy a bag of Kenkalong braiding hair for like maybe $2 to $5 in America, it might be like $15 in Southeast Asia. And that's just partially because, you know, shipping costs, as well as it's just not a lot of people there selling hair. So it kind of puts, you know, puts that, I guess, the price range into the demand, you know. So yeah, it's a journey. It's possible, but it's like you want to kind of go with your protective style. You want to have different ways for you to do your hair in between going to a stylist. Who is it? I don't want to talk. You want to have different ways for you to do your hair in between going to a stylist. And I would say you should have somebody who could ship you stuff too, because it's really not that expensive. Hey, Courtney, welcome, welcome. It's really not that expensive to ship stuff. And then if you get connected to like different people and you just kind of ask around, like what products are they using, or what things are they loving, or if they know somebody who's coming from the States, you know, because a lot of times people will, you know, go home and then come back and bring like a bunch of hair products. And then it's this girl right now, I want to say her name is Jazzy. I can't remember her name, but I want to say she's a model. She's a professor, and she does like a natural hair moment. And right now she's in Asia, and they kind of brought a little expo with a bunch of products and things, as well as a stylist. So it's definitely opportunity here as well if you're able to do hair. You know, like, it's Black people here that are traveling, and not everybody know how to do their hair. Like, not everybody do. Coconut oil is pretty easy to find in tropical countries, but how useful is it? I would say it's pretty useful. I mean, like, for the longest, when I first started traveling, I would use coconut oil for like my hair and my body. So I like it. I mean, I use different oils. It really just depends on like what country I'm in and what oils they have available, because normally I'm always seeing coconut oil and olive oil, but I've also been to other places, like in parts of Vietnam, I was able to find like avocado oil, and it was this other oil. I think it was like a local nut or something, but it smelled like amazing. I can't even remember the name, but like I would be able to find oils. So finding oils, finding shampoos, and honestly, there is a good quality hair store or hair department in most of these places. Like, I think hair is pretty important in some ways throughout Southeast Asia. So when it comes to like high quality shampoos and conditioners and products and things, it's different places that you can go to find them. But it just, I guess, what these places look like just vary, because sometimes it might be in like a store that looks similar to like Walmart, and then other times it might be like literally the inside of somebody's house, you know, but like their bottom floor, you know, or it might be like rows and rows of little businesses. It looks different depending on where you are. Hey girl, you made it. Yes. Have I found a good shampoo? Honestly, y'all, I feel like for me, my biggest thing is like how natural the ingredients are. So I always use a different shampoo and a different conditioner no matter where I go. The only time that I really stuck with any products was like the oils that I really liked was like that black castor oil, and it was a leave-in conditioner spray that I found and I loved when I was in Asia. And there was also this leave-in cream conditioner that this girl gave me. Like, because sometimes you're traveling and people will leave and they might not want to take back all of their products. So that's kind of like what happened. This girl, she was going to Australia, I want to say, and she literally had all these products. So she just literally gave them away. And I was able to try this product by Eden Body Works, I want to say. And it's basically like this amazing leave-in cream conditioner that I freaking love. So now, like, I travel with that. Like, I brought that when I came this time. I brought oil when I came this time. And then I brought, like, hair vitamins because I wasn't really able to find them that much. The only place I found hair vitamins was when I was in Vietnam in Ho Chi Minh City. And I want to say that they were like $25 for a bottle that you could normally get at Walmart for like $8. So I brought a few with me this time. So it was cool. So yeah, I'm not really a diehard hair person on like specific products. Like, it's a few things that I love, and I'm really more of like a protective style type of person, you know, and I'm like into like how my hair routine is. Like, if I'm going to shampoo, conditioner, then detangle, then, you know, the little process, I'm working that process pretty much like faithfully. So yeah. Yeah. Any more questions? I know this is off topic, but any tips on possibly moving abroad for school? Like, you're going to be going to school online, or you're going to be trying to find a university that's international, like a university based in Japan or something like that? Clarify a little bit for me. Dr. Bronner's, I feel like I've heard of that. Is this the one, he has like a soap line, right? Maybe I get him mixed up with this other soap company. I think it's called Sun. I don't know. I was talking about it in like one of my other lives, but it was like this soap. It's like a goat milk soap, very natural ingredients, and it's amazing. So yeah, I'm almost out of it, and I literally just sent my first request back to the States for a care package. So I cannot wait till my stuff gets here. And I was pleasantly surprised because I actually sent some documents back to my university, because I found out like at the last minute they required me to send like this other document. It was like I had to have a notarized signature and all this stuff. So I was like, I was in the States for, you know, for this long, and I was on top of my stuff, you know, so how dare y'all tell me at the last minute? But whatever, I ended up I'm so silly. But yeah, I ended up sending the letter, and it wasn't much. It was like $30. I was really shocked. So I was like, okay, cool. Come on through, DHL. Let's make it work. Because I'm definitely having like a little craving for some good shirts. I'm like, ugh. So Journey saying, I was thinking about going to a university in Germany because it's so much cheaper than my current tuition. Well, I can't really speak too much for like going to an institution or university outside of the country, because I have never done study abroad, and I have never been at a university that's not based within the United States. But from what I feel like I've been hearing for the few people who I know, it's like, it doesn't seem like it's too difficult. It seems like most of these schools still have like a process. So you probably just want to find out what the deadlines are and what the requirements for you to enter, and then probably see, you know, like what programs do they have, and if any of those align with what you want to be doing. And if you're already in school, like if any of your, you know, credits can go towards that program. And then you probably want to find out, of course, like how much is it, and like if they have any type of funding that can help you, just like off the bat. That's what I'm thinking. But for me, as of now, I'm doing my program online with the university that's based in Texas. So yeah, girl. Oh, so Bronner's has hair products and skincare. I feel like, isn't this the one that has a little bottle of the liquid soap and it's like peppermint, different little flavors? I don't know why I had to clap, but my spirit was like, yes, do it. Do it. Mrs. says, do you think someone could make a good living traveling Southeast Asia if they specifically know how to do Black women's hair? I feel like, yeah. I mean, like, there's full shops in Thailand. Like, there's a product. See, I'm trying to put all this stuff together for you guys because I really want to give you the resources. Because when I tell you I found like little places, like I was on the hunt. Like I was not playing no games about my hair when I went to Asia the first time. But there was this one shop that she literally only sold like hair products. But her husband is African. She's Thai. And you know, Africans be hustling. They be about that coin, honey. They be about that money. And they basically just kind of started a little business where she sells like different African products and like Black hair products and hair, like all kind of greatness. And then he sells like African seasonings as well as like food that other African restaurants within Thailand kind of need, you know, like fufu and, you know, things that kind of take a lot of labor that they can still get homemade but kind of outsource. So they have places like that. They have actual hair salons, like full braiding shops. Even in Malaysia, they have these places that are not owned by the locals, that are owned by African people who, you know, are now citizens there. So it's definitely opportunity because it's not much. And even I want to say it's a girl in Vietnam who she started selling product out of her house through Facebook. And just like the girl Jasmine that I was telling you guys about, she is now doing like a little tour. So it's opportunity in like many different ways. Like you just have to bring your talent, you know, don't be scared and promote yourself, you know. So yes. Yes for the foo-foo. You know, honestly, my spirit don't really be messing with it too much. I really am a jollof girl though. I be loving jollof. I be like, yes, what's up for jollof and the plantains? Thanks for the info. I'm gonna check it out. I really want to travel, and it seems like it'll be harder once I get my bachelor's degree since I'm going to law school. I mean, just check and see if any of your classes can be taken online, because I realized after, it's just like, you can do a semester online and it doesn't have to be your full college term. You just gotta see what your options are and like what works for you, you know, like if it makes sense for you to take some courses online or take a semester or two online and kind of travel at the same time, you know, or if it makes sense for you to go to a new country, if it's cheaper that way. Because, I mean, Germany would be dope. I've been hearing a lot of great things about Berlin, their art scene. So, yes. I need to have a jollof tasting, you know, like this is probably one thing that I'm really excited about going to like Africa, because I'm like, yo, I need to taste it all. I need to have like all the food, like all of the food, like all of the blessings. Just like, yes, lay it out. Come on. If you don't mind me asking, where are you getting your master's in? Mass communication. Mass communication. So yeah, it just kind of made sense for me. Like once I started thinking about, you know, going back to school and kind of like weighing out my options and stuff, I was looking into the programs, and that was the program that made most sense from. I don't know why I can't talk, but that was the program that made the most sense for me and the direction that I'm headed career-wise. And I feel like, you know, on a professional level, like, I want to be able to properly tell my story. I want to properly be able to, you know, figure out what the trends are and, you know, do my research and speak articulately about different things. So, you know, just another step in growing towards getting it. Yes. Yes. I have heard this debate about the Ghanaian jollof and the Nigerian jollof, but I have yet to try Ghana jollof rice. Like, I have yet to try it. I need to go to Ghana. Is it Ghana where they are doing a lot of the new citizenship back into Africa? Have you guys heard of that? It was like, I think it was an article I was reading. It was basically saying, like, you know, from where slavery happened, it's a high possibility that you were coming from one of these particular areas. So Ghana basically opened, or I can't remember what it's called. Basically, like, if you're a black African American and you want to come back home, you can do it through Ghana. And I feel like Ghana would be dope. I keep hearing dope things about Ghana. I did. I think they're the one. I don't remember what I said that you responded that way, Journey. So yeah, I mean, we gonna see though, because I'm definitely gonna be making my way to Africa, and I'm so excited to see like what the hair is like there, because I feel like getting your hair braided in Africa is way cheaper than it is in like any other place that you would go to get it done. I'm also very excited to see if I can get my hair braided here. So I did see, like, before I left, like, I was doing a little bit of research and I saw people were able to like buy hair. It didn't look like the same type of hair that we have in America, but at some point I need to find a market or wherever the place is that you buy hair here so I can pick up some hair. But I have been noticing like a lot of people wear braids here, a lot of people. So I feel like I'm not going to have trouble getting my hair braided, but it's just like if they're going to be able to add hair or if I'm going to have to like just get my natural hair braided and, you know, pop on one of them little drawstrap ponytails. I don't know. We gonna see. Yeah, she said it is the Ghana citizenship. So I don't know. I feel like I need to look into it a little bit more. I don't know how much it is to go back or if it's like you get certain things once you get there just to kind of help you get started. I don't know. I have to see what the options are. But I definitely at some point want to have permanent citizenship outside of America, because there's a lot going on in Texas or in just America in general. So it's like, you got to have some backup plans in place. I've known people to take online classes specifically to use the financial aid to live in Southeast Asia because the money goes so far. I mean, if you can make your coin work for you, make it work. Make it work. Yes. What's left over from my financial aid, of course. I mean, make your coin work. I definitely feel like if I would have started traveling before, y'all, they probably would have never seen me at the university during my undergraduate. Girl, as many classes as I could have took online, I would have took them and I would have been gone. I would have been like, peace, it's been real. I'm going to see y'all next semester. Hello. I mean, that just makes sense. I feel like if you're, especially if you're taking out loans, if you could flip that money, you know, flip that money, make it make sense, you know, make it make sense. Girl, I've been waiting for a salsa didn't. I did go to that club, and I did, like, when I walked into this club, right, they was playing the Afro beats, and I was like, girl, come through, Jesus. And then they flipped it on me, and they ain't played no more Afro beats the rest of the night. And it was literally like different Spanish music, but I didn't really know any. But you know, when like everybody gets hype and you're like, what is okay. Okay, like it was like that kind of moment. So I don't know, Goodell's been introducing me to like some new songs, but I'm really excited to go to Bogota because I met this girl and she's hella fun. And I think I put a picture of us in the community. She's hella fun. So I was like, yep, boo, you know where I need to be. You gonna know. So I'm very excited to find some more places, but not yet. I'm definitely waiting. I'm waiting for that moment where I'm just like, you know, dressed real cute and on the dance floor just sweating it out, you know, having my moment like, yes, salsa, let's get it. Yeah, Ghana is doing the citizenship, but it still needs improvement. From what I've heard, people have complained about the long process. I mean, well, I would think with any citizenship, there would be a long process. I wouldn't think that it would be quick, but I guess it depends, like, what are the fees, you know? Like, does it make sense for the fees? Yeah, I don't know how much people get in financial aid, but I do know it was enough for one guy to live in Vietnam with his wife and their one child. I never got much financial aid, so I don't know specific numbers. Well, what you asking me? You asked me for some numbers, or baby people, I look. Come on, for the guy making his financial aid stretch though. One time, was he dating was his wife Vietnamese? I'm just curious. You are literally one of the same travel path I want to go on, Southeast Asia to South America. But I am making it a goal to learn how to dance when I go to South America. I can't move how I want to yet. Girl, you better get in the mirror and you better turn on some music and just love on yourself. Like, yes. Get in the mirror. You got to get comfortable. You got to get comfortable. But for me, $1,000 a month was a comfortable amount to live in Chiang Mai. Yeah, in Thailand and Vietnam, you can live very cheaply or you can live very expensively. It really depends on like what your day-to-day looks like, you know, like, are you partying a lot? Are you buying a lot of liquor? What you spending your money on? Are you trying to save? Are you, you know, even doing tours or traveling to other cities really isn't that much. The buses are pretty cheap. Even like just having different means to getting there, whether you take a flight or a train or a bus, is so many different options and it's so cheap. It's so cheap. No, his wife, and their child are all Black from the States. Well, they making it work. They making it work. Come on through. That's good. I mean, I'm wondering, like, you think that's really their only means of income? And I'm wondering, like, how humbly are they living? You know? Like, people be getting financial aid, but I mean, to make it stretch for 3, I don't know, because different people have different benefits as well. You know, different people have different benefits. So you may have benefits for being in the army, you know, it's different things. So could be a nice little package. I wish you were still in Vietnam. I'm moving there in May. Girl, y'all don't wish that on me. Don't wish that on me, y'all. Wish that we gonna meet in somebody's country. I don't know whose country yet, but somebody country. But I think I had enough time in Vietnam for the moment, and I'm very excited to be in a new country now. And eventually I'm going to be back in Asia. The plan is some point this year I'm going to be touching Asia. I don't know if I really told y'all when yet. Sometimes I'll be trying to be all secretive and stuff. But at some point I'm going to be back in Asia. And I'm going to keep y'all updated. Definitely check the community and, you know, be checking Instagram because between different times I put, you know, different little messages and different little info that you guys may need. Girl, well, there's a bunch of different dance studios in Vietnam. There's a bunch of different dance studios all over the place. Just go to a dance class. I mean, they have more hip-hop classes that are like more sensual and sexy, a little pole dance, like just go and have fun and loosen up a little bit and go with the flow. See what's popping. You're not gonna really learn how to dance unless you try, you know, and you gotta find your own groove. Girl, she says she really be struggling. People think that she joking. Tough, I don't drink, smoke, and none of those two things eat up people's money pretty quick. So just that one thing might make my number different from a lot of other people. Yeah, I mean, if you don't drink and you don't smoke, like really the only expense you're gonna have is accommodations and food and like tours, you know. So how nice of a place do you want to live in? Like, do you want to share accommodations, have a room in a house, or have a studio, have your own private thing? And then, you know, how often will you be eating out? Like, are you going to be cooking? Which sometimes it's easy to cook inside in Asia, depending on what country you're in. Because sometimes they have a kitchen set up, but most of the time they don't. And a lot of times it's cheap to eat out. So it probably wouldn't be that much. I mean, you said that you only pay like $1,000 in Chiang Mai and you live pretty comfortably, you know, which I feel like I live for about $1,000 in Chiang Mai as well. In Vietnam, about $1,000 as well. And I was able to pretty much, you know, do everything I wanted, and I was cutting up. So it was good. Pole dancing, yes. I really feel like at some point I'm gonna just put this out into the universe. At some point I'm gonna have like a YouTube meetup and it's gonna be a dance party or like a dance class somewhere. I don't know where, but this is like my little dream. Like, yes, we're gonna be shaking ass. It's gonna be great. Yeah, I'm gonna be back in Southeast Asia eventually too. I'm supposed to have been back already. I can't wait. Where are you at now? Where are you at now? And when are you going back to Southeast Asia? I mean, y'all, I normally always update my Instagram with like where I'm at. Like, you know, sometimes I might not do it immediately just because like of safety and stuff, but eventually while I'm in that place, I update my location. So y'all just have to check. And if we in the same city, I'm normally always down to link up. So just DM me and be like, girl, let's go get some drinks or get some good food. Let's go cut up in this city. I've been wanting to try pole dancing, but I want to go with someone. My friend's not here for it though. Why you gotta go with somebody? Why you can't go by yourself? That's how you're gonna be more friends who like the things that you like. Don't be shy though. It's like I went to one pole dancing class, I want to say when I was in LA. And they had pole dancing classes in Vietnam that I always wanted to take, but I just didn't work it into my routine. So yeah, it wasn't bad. Like, it was really a fun experience. And some people did come by themselves. So, girl, you better stop waiting to live on other people and go out and do it. This is a good time to plug your video where you run down the cost of living in Vietnam and where you did your apartment tour. I need to learn how to do that, yes. So, Mr. saying I can plug a video, but I don't know how to do it. I think what I'm gonna do is go back in this video later and add it in the description for the cost of living in Vietnam as well as my apartment tour. So if you're watching the replay, just check the description box and it'll be down there. And in the future, I'm gonna definitely figure out how to plug my videos and things. Will you be doing an apartment tour? Alice, I did an apartment tour for Colombia already. I'm renting a room right now. The room is $150. I found it on an apartment site as well as Airbnb. And my host is really dope. Let me see. Let me see if I could do a little plug. A little, y'all. Our video has gotten off track. This ain't natural hair no more. This ain't natural hair no more, but that's cool. Share, copy, pew. Let's see. All right. I gave you guys a link for anybody who is interested in my apartment tour in Colombia. I also did a few apartment tours in Vietnam. I didn't do all of them, but I did a few. So check the description box after this video and I'll have them linked there. I need to learn how to dance. I got rhythm but no skill. Do you really need skill? I mean, if you got rhythm, you good. You know, go with the flow of the music. I'm in New York right now. I'm just saving my money to get back overseas, so I don't know my timetable yet. You're in New York? New York is expensive. New York is expensive. What part of New York you in? Every time I go to New York, I normally am staying in like Brooklyn. I actually was thinking about hopping to New York in February, but then I changed my mind. And now I'm thinking, well, when I changed my mind, I was thinking, I'm gonna go to New York maybe in March. But that ain't really set in stone. So I don't know. We gonna see, but I really like New York. I don't like it when it's cold, but I do really like New York. But I always spend a lot of money there. Every time I go to New York, my coins just be like, yeah, girl, we don't want to be with you. They just be flying, okay? And I don't be buying nothing but food. I don't be buying nothing but food when I be in New York. I'm in New York. Yup, yeah. I don't know what the title of that video was called. I will put the link in the chat for you. Okay, thank you so much. So dope, so dope. I gotta try to be more adventurous, LOL. I've been loving your videos. Colombia has always been a location I want to visit. Thanks so much for checking out the videos. Thank you everybody who has been loving the videos, thumbsing them up, as well as sharing them. I appreciate it. It helps me so much. And I'm so excited for us to finally get to like 2.5K, y'all, because that's when we're going to do our next giveaway. And it's going to be dope. And I'm really excited to finally be editing more things for Colombia. I think right now we're still getting caught up because when I tell y'all, I got so much footage from 2018. I got so much footage. So the plan is like I'm going to be putting out Colombian footage as I get it. But in the meantime, I'm going to be trying to edit all of this other footage that I wasn't able to get to you guys before my computer broke. I don't know if you guys remember, but my computer broke and I bought a new one, and now we getting where we need to be. So yeah. And I mean, adventurous, I would say, varies. It's just like, how willing are you to try some new things? And it doesn't have to be you got to try all the new things, but, you know, pick something and go for that and see what it's like. Yeah, I did beat you to it. I didn't know if you were talking about this video or like an old Vietnam apartment tour video. I don't know. And in Beacon, New York, where is that? Not this famous part of New York. I'm an hour north of that. I don't even know where that's at. I don't even know where Beacon, New York is. Is that like going towards, what is that place? Is it Long Island, New York? I don't know, but like a little ghost town area. This is also kind of how I felt like when I went to New Jersey. I can't wait to show you guys the vlogs from like my home moment. But when I went to my friend's place to visit her, because I randomly took a train from New York to DC. I was supposed to be going to DC. And then I called my friend and I realized she was in Jersey, and I just made a pit stop and ended up staying for like a week. So it was real country there. It was like real quiet. It reminded me so much of Texas. I was taking the train in and I was like, girl, where's the rest of Jersey? You always hear like this Jersey Shore moment, and it looks nothing like that. Like, it's literally the country. Literally. It snowed a foot of snow last night up here. Ooh, I bet it did, and I'm glad I'm not there. My grandma was telling me it's cold in Texas right now too, and I was like, God, Jesus, thank you so much for getting me out of there. Thank you, Lord. Like, y'all, I don't like the cold weather at all. It's not my cup of tea at all. Y'all gotta be aware that when you travel overseas, you got to meet lots of people on your journey. So you really don't need to wait for other people to go with you. Amen. Praise God. Praise Him. Say it one more time for the people in the back. This is so true. You're going to meet so many people. And at first it might seem like a lot, because you literally will meet somebody in the most randomest place. It could be a hostel. It could be walking down the street. It could be the most random place. And you might literally link with this person in a way that you're like, yo, it feels like I've been knowing you forever. Like, hey. And y'all both might be traveling to the same place. Like, oh, you going to Thailand too? We going, like, well, let's go to Thailand, you know? And then you might stop in little places, travel for a while together, and then eventually they go their way, you go you go your way. And if it's like really cool, like how I've done with like some of my friends, like Monica, she's in India right now, but I want to say we've linked up in like 3 different countries. My friend Jasmine, we've linked up in like 3, maybe 4 different countries. You know, like, you meet different people at different points. Sometimes you like them, sometimes you don't. And you keep it moving. It's all a part of the journey. No, Long Island is south. Beacon is a small town north of NYC. Definitely still don't know it. But I mean, it's a small town. Do you like living there? LOL, nothing to do in Jersey. Honestly, it really ain't. I don't know. It's like, I guess this Jersey Shore show really hyped it up to make it like it's something that is, I don't know. I don't know what the deal was, but literally I went to stay with my friend and it reminded me of like my college town. Like, there was one gas station, there was one big store, but in between it was really like nothing but land. Nothing but land. Girl. Come on, getting a ride from Jersey to NYC. Yes. Very true. Got to keep this in mind. I met my girlfriend on a solo visa run to Laos. We saw each other and we're like, you're black, I'm black, let's eat together. And we hit it off from there. That is so freaking dope. I mean, sometimes it's like that. Like when I tell y'all, it was this one girl, she's a psychic, super dope energy. And I literally met her. We were walking down on opposite ends of the street. And just, you know, super cool. Okay, so I'm definitely familiar with Stafford, Texas. So you mean small, small. Small, small, small. No, you just don't realize how many, like, I guess, little places there are little cities within New York. I don't know. It's like big but small. I don't know. But I'm excited for the trip to finally go to New York because at some point I am going to have to re-up on some more product. Like my grandmother's sending me a care package, which I'm probably going to be getting at some point in February, which definitely I'm having snacks in there. And it's a bunch of like hair products and then as well some clothes. I'm very excited to do this video showing you guys what I packed because I think I was a little naive in like packing some things because it's a little bit colder here than I would have thought. I thought it was going to be more warmer, where Cali is more warmer and maybe not Cali, Cartagena. Cartagena is more warmer, like to like Texas versus here. It's warm, but then sometimes when the sun goes down, it gets a little cold. So I had to get a couple of things shipped to me. And hell no, I don't like hell no, I don't like living in Beacon anymore. That's why I took my ass to Houston first chance I got. Everybody's moving to Houston. This is why Houston is getting so expensive. I remember when I first like was looking for apartments and when I first secured my first apartment, my apartment was like $300 in Houston, okay? I used to pay the cheapest rent ever, okay? You can get whole like houses and stuff for so cheap, used to be, but now things are going up, okay? Things are going up. And recently when I was in Houston, I just was realizing like a lot of California contractors have been building in Houston, which is very ironic because a lot of times they build very subparly, if that's even a word, and then they just charge a lot for it. So I don't know if it's gonna be worth it. Yeah, when I tell you, and at one point I was living downtown. I had a place for, this place was a lot more. I want to say it was like $540, but it was like a studio, all bills paid. It was downtown. I was going to Houston Community College at the time, and I was cutting up. That was like one of the best years of my life, you know, where you like right in Midtown and you could walk to any of the little clubs. And this is like when Houston still had like a dope poetry scene. So I was cutting up, okay? I was cutting up. I was cutting up. I was cutting up. But yeah, I used to always find good, cheap apartments. I don't know what it was. Like, I don't know what it is about me. It's like I'm always able to find really good accommodations for like a really good prices. Maybe because I just be looking. Maybe because I got a little window shopper spirit sometimes too. I be wanting to see what my options are. So yeah. When I got to Houston, my rent was $600 a month, everything included. I acted a fool when they told me that. You ain't getting nothing in Beacon for less than $1,200. What? It's a small town and it's expensive? I ain't gonna be able to do it. Like, what am I paying for? Boredom? Like, nope. Houston does seem to be a hotspot right now. I mean, Houston lit, okay? Houston been lit. Houston been dope. Houston is like that place that like, it was like, I'm dope You might not know I'm dope, but I'm dope. Okay, like it's always been dope people. It's always been really great food. Cost of living used to be kind. I feel like now it's. I don't know. Traffic is getting real bad now. It did seem like gas prices were a little up, but I don't know. How do y'all gauge the gas prices right now in Houston? Because I came to Houston from Vietnam paying like $1 for gas for the week. So yeah, like it wasn't much to fill up my bike for gas in Ho Chi Minh City. It was really cheap. So I just was like, I don't even know how to act, you know? And I didn't rent a car at that time. I actually think I need to rent a, I don't know. I was looking at renting a car for my summer moment in Texas, but I think I'm probably going to end up having to buy a cash car instead because, I mean, if you're going to pay $2,000 for a rental, it just doesn't make sense. You can easily find a good cash car. So we're going to see. We're going to see what my moment like is this time. What my moment this time around is like. Houston is popping. I discovered it for myself as a trucker. Everyone kept talking about Dallas. You saw me roll my eyes. I'm not going to hold that against you. I'm not really feeling Dallas anywhere near as much as Houston. I mean, Dallas and Houston's cut from two different cloths. Nothing against my Dallas boos, you know, but we not, you know, we from Texas, like, hey, sister, hey, brother, you know, maybe hey, cousin, but it's not the same. Like, Houston is definitely way more metropolitan, and it's more of the city. You know, Houston has its own like little flavor. I feel like Dallas is cool too. Like I've been to Dallas a few times, but I always felt like Dallas is more of a country that people be trying to make it into a city, but it's like Dallas be so spread out. I'm like, you cannot get around in Dallas without a car. You cannot. You will be in a whole problem. I'm gonna be overseas for a while, but I come back to the States. I'm coming back to H-Town. Yeah, that's how I feel too. I mean, Houston's always gonna be home. And after doing 3 years in Southeast Asia, I'm just like, I need to make sure I go home more frequently. I can't be like, you know, being so extreme in my travels that I forget about my home and like where I came from and, you know, checking on my elders and stuff, because no matter how much we fuck with each other, it's like they're getting old and I need to, you know, spend time with them. And oh my God, some oil fell. I need to spend time with them. It's certain things about my family history I need to know, you know, different conversations that need to be had and stuff like that. So definitely feeling that responsibility, like, okay, somebody gotta hold the torch. You know, Missy, you got me cracking up today. Okay, you got me cracking up. You know what fucked me up? Houston was the first time I had a Chinese person. I heard a Chinese person with a Southern accent. Ain't it dope though? It be kind of dope. It be kind of dope, but you got to think of like the position that a lot of Chinese people were in, like in the South. Because I feel like at one point I even watched this documentary about Chinese people in. Maybe it was Mississippi. Maybe it was like this small town in Mississippi. But at the time during like slavery, Chinese people were kind of like the middleman, you know, like where often opportunities wouldn't be given to like Black people to own different things. You know, Chinese people were able to own them. And it was kind of like a common ground where Black people could come there and shop. White people could come, Chinese people, you know, and they really kind of help their own. So yeah, it's pretty dope. So y'all, we're gonna be wrapping this up soon. If you have any more questions about natural hair while you're traveling, Definitely drop them in the comments. How they played us against each other? I'm not going to say that that's not true, but I don't know. I think it's a lot more within the dynamics than we're aware of, you know? It's a lot more there. And I don't know how much history you know, but I'm definitely still learning some things. So fill us in. Fill us in. But I am also, y'all, still working on the book with all the resources. I really want to make sure that I'm, you know, headed in the right direction as well. So if this is something that you guys still want me to work on and get out to you guys soon, just as far as like places you can go and get your hair done throughout Southeast Asia, thumbs up this video. Leave any questions that you know think should be asked in the comments so that I know, and that I know what direction that we're going in. But I'm finna hop off, y'all. Y'all better come on with the come on. Hold your questions. I mean, speak now or forever hold your questions. There is so much to talk about. We have way more lives too. But you one of the ones you said you weren't talking about natural hair. So what else you got? What else you want to know? I don't know why my words keep getting jumbled. I keep trying to talk and my words keep getting jumbled. It's probably because I'm thinking about making a freaking bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. That's what's happening as soon as I get off of this live. And I'm so excited because I can't remember the last time I had bacon. I cannot remember the last time I had bacon, y'all. And I'm just like, ooh, I was too excited when I was in the store today and I found bacon. I was like, oh, God, you're coming through for me. And I appreciate it. I'm always answering travel questions and hair questions I don't know much about for obvious reasons. I mean, for some Black people, you just gotta ask because you never know who or who knows what. So yeah, I mean, if you think of any questions, definitely drop them here. And you don't have to drop them now. You can always come back later and drop them. But I'm going to give you guys maybe 2 more minutes and then I'm hopping off. Tomorrow, our next video is dropping. Girl, when I tell you I'm gonna demolish this sandwich, do you know? Do you know? Demolish this sandwich. It's gonna be everything that my soul needs. Everything that my soul needs. I need to find some more food. Anybody who knows some good food in Colombia, like if you've seen anything during your research or if you've been here before, drop that for me as well because I need to expand my Colombian palate because I feel like I've been eating a lot of meat, sausage, and beans, and rice, and plantains. But I need some other stuff. I'm hungry. Hello. Come on for the food. I'll probably be messaging you in the near future. Catch you in the DMs, queen. Yes, girl. Definitely hit me up. Instagram is best, y'all, for the DMs at the Courtney Williams. It's the easiest way for me to respond. Quickest as well. I mean, if you send me emails, I will respond to them. But if you want the quickest response, send me a DM on Instagram at the Courtney Williams. I did mention Cartagena earlier. Cartagena is like where it's a little warmer. This is where I flew in at. I came, y'all know I had missed my first flight. I still cannot believe that I missed this flight in the airport. How you miss the flight inside the airport? Like, but I got another flight, and this one was going from Dallas, Texas to Miami, to Cartagena, from Cartagena to Medellin, which it seems like Cartagena is pretty similar to Medellin in appearance, but I'm most excited about Palenque, if I'm saying it right. It's a little African town that's not too far from Cartagena. Apparently you have to take a boat and all to get there, so very excited about that. I think that's something I'm going to be doing in February. So, yeah. Same, no questions now. See you soon. I'm going to add you on Instagram. Check you later. Thanks, honey bun. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Don't forget, if you think of any other hair-related travel questions, come and drop them in the comments. This is going to help me so much because I am trying to get this ebook out for you guys before the beginning of March. So definitely drop them in and help me out with, anything that I may have not thought about. Gotta tell us more about that. Definitely. I'm definitely going to be documenting the journey once I start traveling more outside of Medellin. I think now it's just kind of like, I've been getting settled. I've been practicing my Spanish, wrapping my head around everything, and just kind of working out my plan for not only like the first part of this year, but also like, how I'm traveling to some of these places, because taking flights here, I quickly realized, is a lot more expensive than Asia. Even though a lot of these places are super close, the flights are really expensive. So I'm going to have to probably take a lot more buses, but the buses are pretty long distance. So I really had to map out the plan. So I'm excited. Step by step, one piece at a time. I'm working it out because this is the year that I get my shit together. Amen. Amen. So with that being said, guys, remember, people will stare, make it worth their while. And I will see you guys later. Bye.